Welcome to the Gleaming Mysteries, where the mystery gleams through shadows and whispers. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went there? For a split second, the world feels off. The lights flicker. The air feels too still. You hear the hum of electricity and nothing else. Then you blink and you're back. Safe, normal, real. But what if you didn't come back? What if, in that exact moment, you slipped through reality itself? 1 second, you're sitting at your desk or walking to the kitchen, and the next, you're somewhere else entirely. A place you were never meant to see. Yellow-stained walls, damp, musty carpet, fluorescent lights that buzz like flies, endless empty corridors, no windows, no clocks, no exit. You've just entered the Backrooms. Some say it's just a creepy internet myth. Others say it's something much older, something hiding behind the thin walls of our world. And tonight, we peel back that wallpaper to ask one chilling question. Is the Backrooms just a digital nightmare? Or have we discovered something terrifyingly real? It all began on May 12, 2019. A simple post on the image board 4chan. Someone asked users to post images that feel off. Among those replies was a low-res, yellow-tinted photo of an empty room with stained carpeting, buzzing lights, and a kind of oppressive stillness. A user replied, "If you're not careful and you no-clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the Backrooms." It was like lighting a match in a pitch-black cave. Thousands of users began expanding the myth. In the early days of the Backrooms myth, it was just level 0. A never-ending maze of yellow hallways, moist carpets, and fluorescent lights that buzz just a little too loudly. But then, the internet did what it does best. It expanded the myth. Users on Reddit, YouTube, and wikis began asking, what happens if you keep walking? Is there a way out? Or, does it get worse? The answer? Yes. And it gets so much worse. Level 1, the warehouse. After surviving level 0, some claim you transition, not escape, into level 1. This world feels like a dark, industrial warehouse. The humming lights flicker constantly. The air is cold. Here you might find food, supplies, even electricity. But don't let that give you hope. Next comes level 2, a boiling hot, claustrophobic series of mechanical corridors. Pipes line the walls, steam bursts from the ceilings. Because now, the entities are real. They stalk the shadows. They listen. The walls feel like they're breathing. Here, encounters with entities become frequent, and often fatal. Some report seeing humanoid figures sprinting on all fours impossibly fast. Others hear voices in the vents. Level 3 and beyond, fragmented realities. As the myth evolved, creators added dozens, even hundreds of levels, each with its own rules, dangers, and logic. Level 3, a power station, dark, buzzing, and infested with aggressive entities. Level 4, looks like an empty office building, but everything is too quiet. Time moves strangely here. Level 5, a Victorian-style hotel filled with jazz music, whispers behind doors, and a sense of being watched. Level 6, complete darkness. You can't see your hand in front of your face. Some say there's no floor, you float, or fall, forever, and it only gets weirder from there. Was this just collective fiction, or something deeper, something ancient taking shape online? The Backrooms feel familiar, uncomfortably so. Not because we've seen them before, but because something deep inside us whispers, we've been here, but where exactly is here? Psychologists call it a liminal space, those strange transitional zones that exist between destinations. Hallways, waiting rooms, stairwells, parking garages at night, hotel lobbies at 3 a.m., places built for passage, not for staying. They're not haunted, not exactly, but they feel wrong, like the world forgot to finish them. The Backrooms are a prison of liminality. They don't just trap your body, they trap your sense of time, your memory, your meaning, and the eeriest part? They echo with a kind of nostalgia, but it's not your own, you see. An old beige office from the 90s, long abandoned but still humming. A school hallway after hours, locked doors, flickering exit signs. A shopping mall you swear you visited as a child, but can't find on any map. These are the dream fragments the backrooms are made of. Architecture without origin, ambience without story. A memory that doesn't belong to you but feels like it should. And here's where it gets deeply unsettling. Across Reddit threads, TikTok videos, obscure forums buried in the internet's dustiest corners, people began confessing something strange. They dreamed of the backrooms before they ever knew what they were. Descriptions lined up: the yellow walls, the buzzing lights, the smell of wet carpet, the sense of being watched. How? Is it a coincidence? A shared dream space buried in our collective unconscious? Or is it a real place? A dimension just barely out of phase with our own? A world we only glimpse when reality falters? Or, some say it's just a story. Others say, you only recognize the backrooms because long ago you were already there. Once the myth caught fire, so did the rules. Because the backrooms aren't just a place, they're a system, a labyrinth, a prison made of forgotten geometry and unraveling time. And you don't just walk in, you no-clip, like a video game glitch. Only this one tears a hole in the fabric of reality itself. One moment you're here, and the next, you're somewhere you were never meant to see. Somewhere you were never meant to survive. And if you ever find yourself there, remember the rules. They're not for your safety, they're for your sanity. Rule 1, don't trust the silence. It isn't silence, it's breathing. Rule 2, don't wander. The rooms shift when you're not looking. The deeper you go, the harder it is to come back. Rule 3, never acknowledge the entities, because if they know you've seen them, they follow. Too fast, too wrong. Yes, there are things in the backrooms. Some look human, until they move. Others hide in the buzzing lights, shadows that mimic the voices of people you love, or people you've forgotten. Some say they're echoes of those who never found the exit, trapped minds in broken bodies, still searching, still hungry. Others say they aren't human at all. They never were. And worst of all, if you stay too long, you forget. Not just your name, not just where you came from. You forget that a world outside even existed. You forget that you were ever real. And that's how the backrooms win. Now things get scarier. Because some don't just talk about the backrooms as fiction, they say they've been there. A user on Reddit described walking down a hospital hallway when the lights above flickered just once. And in that instant, the world changed. The hospital was gone, replaced by an endless yellow corridor soaked in the smell of mold and silence. No doors, no signs, just the hum. Another man claimed he fell asleep on a subway, but woke up in a building he'd never seen, and a crushing sense that something was watching him, just around the next corner. And then there are the vanishings. People who've disappeared for hours, some for days. When they return, they're dazed, empty. They remember nothing, except for flashes, a flickering light, a damp hallway, a voice that wasn't theirs, calling their name. The most chilling reports? People waking up with faint bruises on their legs, carpet burns on their arms, or a sound, deep and low, still humming in their ears like something unfinished. Doctors call it sleep paralysis, lucid dreaming, dissociation. But here's the question. If it's just a dream, why is everyone having the same one? In 2022, something changed. A YouTuber named Kane Pixels didn't just imagine the backrooms. His first video shows a film crew in the 1990s. During an ordinary shoot, one of them glitches. Literally, they no-clip through the floor and wake up in level 0. Endless yellow corridors, a camera lens gasping in the dark, and that terrible familiar hum. At first it's quiet, too quiet. But soon, strange noises echo in the distance. Hallways twist in ways they shouldn't. Shadows shift. Something is there, watching. Millions watched. and many felt the same thing. This didn't feel like horror. It felt like a record, like proof. Some even whispered, was Kane recreating fiction or documenting something that really happened? His visuals are too accurate, his atmosphere too precise, like he's seen it, like he's been there. Each upload doesn't just entertain, it expands the myth and darkens it. Because if this is fiction, why does it feel like memory? Maybe the backrooms aren't a place at all. Maybe they're a state of mind, a fracture in our understanding of space, time, and reality itself. A digital myth made real by the minds that believe in it. Or, just maybe, there really is something beneath the surface of our world. A hidden layer. A shifting maze built from forgotten architecture, flickering lights, and the collective fear we try so hard to ignore. The truth? No one knows for sure. But tonight, when you walk down a quiet hallway, when the hum of a fluorescent light sounds just a little too loud, when the air feels wrong, and you suddenly forget what you were doing, ask yourself, are you still in your world? Or have you just entered level 0? If you've ever dreamed of a place like the Backrooms, if you've felt that eerie sense in an empty mall, a school after hours, or a hotel hallway that seemed too long, we want to hear from you. Drop your story in the comments. Do you think the Backrooms are fictions or something more? And if this mystery sent a chill down your spine, leave a like. Share it with a friend who won't sleep tonight, and don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the strange, the hidden, and the forgotten. This is Gleaming Mysteries, and sometimes, the exit isn't where you think it is.